Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our channel. Today we are diving into a topic that every parent can relate to: toddler tantrums. Handling outbursts can be tough, but don't worry, we are here to help. Do you feel exhausted and frustrated? When your child misbehaves and throw tantrums? Yes, it's a big problem for parents to control this behavior and calm their children when they are throwing tantrums. Temper tantrum are usually nothing to worry about. Children, especially toddlers, have temper tantrums as part of their normal development. So, in this video, we will discuss what temper tantrums in toddlers are. Are tantrums in toddlers a normal part of development? And what are the indicators of tantrums in toddlers? What triggers temper tantrums in children? And when do tantrums typically cease? When should I be concerned about toddler tantrums? Do tantrums mean I'm failing as a parent? We will explore effective strategies to navigate those emotional outbursts with grace and empathy. These tips will help you understand, manage, and even prevent tantrums, creating a more peaceful environment for both you and your little one. Let's jump right in. First of all, we will discuss that what temper tantrums are in toddlers. A temper tantrum is when a child has an unplanned outburst of anger and frustration. Tantrums can be physical, verbal, or both. Your child may act out, be disruptive, and generally display unpleasant behaviors. Usually, they are acting like this because they want or need something they can't express with words. Children react very strongly to what is likely a mild situation. For example, you might tell your child to put away a toy or turn down their treat. This may lead to thrashing, yelling, or hitting. Are tantrums in toddlers a normal part of development? Temper tantrums in toddlers and children are developmentally normal. These screaming, kicking, crying fits are a part of typical development. And allow our children to communicate their unhappiness or frustration because an event or response, typically when they do not get their way or something that they. During a temper tantrum, your child might cry or scream, kick, hit, and pinch, flail their arms and legs, hold their breath. And what triggers temper tantrums in children? Tantrums can occur when kids are tired, hungry, or uncomfortable. Other common triggers include frustration, seeking attention, wanting something like a treat or toy, or trying to avoid tasks such as cleaning up. A major cause of toddler temper tantrum is the inner conflict they experience. They strive for independence but still desire their parents' attention. Without fully developed coping skills to manage strong emotions or disappointments, and lacking the verbal ability to express their feelings, they often resort to lashing out. When do tantrums typically cease? Tantrums are commonly outgrown by the preschool years, typically around age 4, as children develop more emotional regulation skills. When should I be concerned about toddler tantrums? When tantrums become more severe, lasting longer periods and happening frequently, particularly if they occur in a child older than 5, it might be necessary to consult with a doctor or involve a psychologist to provide support for the family. Moreover, if your child is causing harm to themselves or others, damaging property, holding their breath, or experiencing physical symptoms like headaches or anxiety, it's crucial to seek medical advice promptly. Parenting can be challenging, and if you find yourself feeling stressed, frustrated, or unsure about how to manage tantrums, it's important to seek assistance. Do tantrums mean I'm failing as a parent? A child's temper tantrum is not a reflection of poor parenting. Tantrums happen because of a child's personality and current situation. They are a normal part of child's development. How can I prevent toddler tantrums? Find a distraction when you notice a tantrum starting, but before it escalates, try diverting your child's attention. Engage them in an activity or point out something interesting to shift their focus away from the trigger. Number two is stay calm. During the tantrum, avoid threatening, lecturing, or arguing with your child, as this can intensify their outburst. Wait until they are quiet and calm to discuss their behavior and feelings, helping them understand their emotions and reactions. Number three is ignore the tantrum. Refraining from reacting to the tantrum shows your child that such behavior won't get them what they want. This approach encourages them to learn more adaptive ways of communicating and dealing with frustration. Number four is keep them inside. In public places, ensure you can see your child and they can see you. This reassures them of your presence and safety, reducing their anxiety and potentially preventing further escalation. Keep them safe. Remove any dangerous object from their surroundings and consider physically holding them to prevent self harm. If necessary, guide them to quiet, safe space until they calm down, ensuring their physical and emotional safety. Use a timeout if necessary. If the tantrum persists and safety is not ensured, place your child in a designated area away from distractions. This helps them regain control and gives them time to calm down independently. Offer comfort and support. Once your child has calmed down, approach them calmly and offer physical reassurance like a hug. If they are receptive, this gesture communicates your support and helps them feel secure after the emotional outburst. Discuss behavior afterward. After the tantrum subsides and your child is calm, talk to them about what happened. This conversation should focus on understanding their emotions, explaining acceptable behavior, and discussing consequences if necessary. It's important to have this discussion when emotions are not heightened to ensure effective communication and learning. These strategies aim to manage tantrums effectively while promoting emotional regulation and positive behavior in children. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe Little Learners World for more parenting advice and tips. Share your own parenting tips in the comment below. We love hearing from you. See you next time. Like, share and subscribe this channel. Are you new parents looking for advice? See my this video. Are you new parents looking for advice? See my this video. Are you new parents